Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Copenhagen Comedy Club. Cincinnati's host for stand-up comedy. Are we ready to have a good time? Oh, come on, Whitney. You can do better than that. Are you ready to have a good time? Oh, yeah, that's quite an answer. All right, if you should move, please save yourself in the silent environment. Keep the meal talk to a minimum. No heckling the team, or you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, bring up your host for the evening, the hilarious Caleb Nash.
Go Bananas! How we doing? Yeah, good to be here, man. Make some noise for yourselves, first of all, and everybody who came out to see tonight. Yeah, man, love is in the air. I see a lot of good, beautiful couples here tonight. Thanks for spending the night with us, guys. It's good. It's good to be here. Tell you guys a little bit about myself. We'll get you guys warmed up with some jokes, and then we'll see a bunch of funny comics tonight. How does that sound? Yeah, a little bit about myself. There's no easy way to say this, folks. I watch anime, so yeah. This guy too. You do not look like the kind of guy, so you'll appreciate this. A lot of times when I tell people I watch anime, they'll tell me something. You've probably heard this. You don't look like the kind of guy that would watch anime, you know? I get that all the time. And after you hear that enough times, what you really realize what they're trying to say is, oh, you don't look like the kind of guy that would be a giant pussy. It's like, God, man, that's not me, you know? Just, I don't have the look. I guess because I'm not wearing like cat ears and a fedora, I don't have the look of the kind of guy that would watch anime. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I look like the last thing you see before you buy the worst cocaine you've ever done. I'm fully aware of that, you know? I know I look like my pronouns are Percocet, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fully aware of that. But I don't know, man. I feel like, you might feel me on this a little bit, but I feel like it's time we just start letting people who like anime into the LGBT community, right? Like, it's probably about a good time for that. I mean, how many times do we have to put an anime character on a pillow and have sex with it before we get recognition? I want my rights, folks. I don't know. I say all this just because it feels like every time I tell somebody I like anime, I'm like coming out to them a little bit, you know? Like, I'd be like, cool, dude, who cares, you know? We always knew. Or they'll be like, yikes, have you tried the Lord? Prayer? I think they have camps for that, brother, you know? I don't know. One time I told my grandpa I watch anime, and he's like, anime? What's that? Where you like jerk off to cartoons or something? It's like, Grandpa. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's actually exactly what it is. When he said that, I was like, oh, wow, my grandpa also watches anime. That's crazy. That would explain why grandpa's 2D and printed on a pillow, you know? Like, guys, make sure you take care of your wait staff tonight. Make some noise for them. Pat and Ellen, make some noise. Make sure you take care of them. There's only 2 of them. There's a lot of you, you know. If you can, order one of Pat's specialty drinks. If you didn't notice the tall redhead walking around, we got a drink named after him. It's the redheaded slut. So make sure you get that on your tab there. So yeah, it's fun. So I'm Italian, which means I have to talk about it. Yeah, I am Italian. Sometimes I'll tell people I'm Italian and they like don't believe me. Oh, that's how you do it, folks. There we go. We're back on track. Don't worry about it. We're good. But sometimes I'll tell people I'm Italian and they like don't believe me, you know? They'll be like, but Caleb, how can you be Italian? You're not yelling, you know? It's like, well, I'm mixed. My dad's Italian and my mom's black. And they'll be like, but Caleb, how can you be black? You're not yelling. I'm like, all right. I don't have all the answers, folks, you know? But people don't believe I'm black either. Like, I told one of my friends I was black one time, and he's like, how black are you, though, really? It's like, well, I'm not black enough to say it, if that's what you're wondering, you know what I mean? I'm also not Italian enough to say it either, so, yeah. That's how that works. I don't think anybody should be that Italian anymore. I'm just gonna say it. We got those guys up and off the streets, right? Which, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I've always been like ethnically ambiguous wherever I go. Cause like here, Ohio, like there is black people in Ohio, but I'm originally from Boise, Idaho. McCall, Idaho, to be exact. It's a little outside of Boise, but it's a small mountain town. Like there are no people of color in the entire city, I swear. Like one time I bought weed off of a guy. This is my hometown, by the way. I bought weed off this guy and he looks me up and down and he's like, you know, before you, I don't think I've ever actually met a black person before. I was like, well, brother, I hate to break it to you. You still haven't met a black person, so you've met maybe a quarter of a black person, if you round up, so. That's crazy to look at me and think that, you know? I don't know. I'll end on this. I bought this new hoodie recently. I thought it was just a good buy. I saw it online. New hoodie, it said, "You are enough" on the front. It's like, that's a good message, you know? And then on the back, it said, "Of a pussy that you'd buy this gay-ass hoodie." And I was like, oh, how'd they do that? They slipped that one in on me, you know? And then when it came and I opened it, the tag said, "You probably watch anime, don't you, loser?" I was like, ah, damn it. All right, guys, that's been my time. I'm Caleb Nash. We got a great show ready for you. Real quick, we got emergency exits at each corner of the room. Bathrooms in the back hallway you came through. Other than that, we got a great show ahead of you. You guys ready for it? All right, without further ado, let's make some noise for your first comic of the evening, the very funny Greg Olson, everybody. Let's hear it for him.
Yeah. Keep it going for Caleb, everyone. The world's first Italian black man. That's fun. How we doing? We doing good? Cool, yeah. I was having a good day, and then somebody told me I looked like a Tony Hawk Pro Skater create a character. Set to default. They're like, you look like the guy who invented ding-dong ditching. I'm like, come on, man. I have roommates. Yeah, I live with two of my best friends, and it's really challenging. It's put a strain on the relationship. You know, like none of us want to buy rugs, so every sound is so loud, and it echoes throughout the whole house. And the other day, my friend dropped his phone on the ground. I literally thought he shot himself. And like I said, our relationship's a little rocky right now, so my first thought wasn't, oh my God, I hope he's okay. It was, I'm not cleaning that up. I do all the chores around here. I'm gonna let Jimmy clean up Alex. Plus, I don't even have a rug to roll him up in. What am I, just gonna throw him in the trash? No. This is a nice neighborhood. Yeah, one of my friends is like super into this thing called NoFap. Have you heard of it? It's like this program where I guess people have quit masturbating and their lives got better. Yeah, and that's fine if you want to like try some self-improvement, that's cool. But he's like convinced he's gonna become a millionaire because of this. He's like, dude, all the most successful people in the world, they don't jerk off, dude. Jeff Bezos, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm like, dude, how do you know that? You don't know that? Jeff Bezos has never been getting on a private plane and said, thank you, I'm so glad I quit jerking off 25 years ago. Saved my life. But I had to give it a try. So over November, I did No Nut November. And I made it 20 days. And on day 20, I woke up and I thought I was gonna bust right through the sheets. Yeah, I started texting all my ex-girlfriends. I was like, yo, you up? They're like, yeah, it's 11 a.m. Leave me alone, get a job. Yeah, I don't know. The election's coming up. Some people are saying we're more divided as a country than ever. Clap if you think we're more divided than ever. Yeah? 50% of you. Okay, thank you. Can't even agree on that. Exactly my point. Yeah, people are really pissed off. I walked into a bathroom the other day and somebody had drawn "fuck Nazis" in Sharpie marker on the mirror. And I was like, nah, man. Nah. I ain't fucking no Nazis. No, that's where I draw the line. I draw the line at fucking Nazis, okay? Not in this country, no. Yeah, Indecision 2024, we're here, folks. Personally, I already know who I'm voting for. I'm voting for whoever sends me the most emails. Yeah, I love those campaign emails, boy, let me tell you. I've been looking for jobs, and I was telling my friend about this glaring sense of lack of direction in my life. And he said, have you ever thought about selling insurance? And I'm like, man, only all day and every day. I mean, I can't stop thinking about selling insurance. I'm glad finally somebody knows what I'm going through. All day long, I'm just plagued by an endless stream of thoughts about selling insurance. I can't stop thinking about where I'm gonna sell it, when I'm gonna sell it, who I'm gonna sell it to. I mean, I lie awake at night in bed, I can't sleep. I'm about to fall asleep. And you know when you're about to fall asleep and you jolt awake because you think you're falling? Well, with me, it's the salesman in my head, and he keeps yelling, sell, sell, sell! That's all I got, folks. I'm not really sure how to end that bit, but I'll be around after the show if you're looking to switch providers. We can open a dialogue and just build a relationship. But guys, give it up for your next comedian, the very funny Blake Hammond, everyone.
Hey, one more time for Greg, everybody. Hell yeah. You guys could probably tell this by looking at me, but I'm a big Swiftie. Yeah, I'm a big Taylor Swift. I'm not. Really what happened is that I wanted to write one joke about how everyone's mad at Taylor Swift all the time. And what happened is I wrote 14 jokes about how everybody's mad at Taylor Swift all the time. So I'm just going to do them for you now. You guys will like it. All right. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. I don't understand it. To me, Taylor Swift is like an erection. I don't get it. But I'm glad other people do. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. I don't understand it. To me, Taylor Swift is like my kids. I love them, but the courts say I'm not allowed to contact them anymore. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. I don't understand it. To me, Taylor Swift is like a dildo. I think it's fun, but some people don't want it shoved down their throat. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. I don't understand it. To me, Taylor Swift is like watching young Sheldon. I'm bored, but why am I so hard? Maybe the craziest thing I've ever said. That's wild. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. I don't understand it. To me, Taylor Swift is like Lizzo. She can't get much bigger. Listen, I'm fat enough to tell that joke. Don't be like that. I'm fat enough, and she's bad. She's a bad person. She made somebody eat a banana out of a pussy. That's crazy. I would never do that, dude. I would never make somebody eat a banana, but you guys are lucky to see me. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. That's right, lady. Hell yeah. To me, Taylor Swift is like Michael Jackson. A huge pop star who is devastatingly white. I don't know. That doesn't really make that much sense, but it's funny to me. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. Hit it. God, I fucking love that shit. To me, Taylor... No, I'm not going to do that one. That's gay. I'll do it. Fuck it. Who gets an open mic? To me, Taylor Swift is like global warming. I think she's getting hotter every year, but my dad thinks it's bullshit. I don't know. This is a funny thing about my life. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. Hit it. Okay, less enthusiasm. To me, Taylor Swift is like getting pegged. It's not for me, but it makes girls feel powerful. That is true. That is true. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. That's fucking right, bitch. To me, Taylor Swift's music is like a suicidal thought. I can't get it out of my head. That's like the darkest, cutest joke I've ever written. That's really fun. Okay, I got like 4 more. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. That's right, bitch. To me, Taylor Swift's concerts are like free airline snacks. Mostly crackers. That's funny. You guys are pussies. Fuck. I gotta close. Okay. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. I don't understand it. To me, Taylor Swift is like Travis Kelce, a generational talent that I want to have weird sex with. I don't know what that means, but it made me laugh so hard. That's for 3 people. Okay, that's not good. We're cutting that one forever. Damn. Okay. You guys want a fucked up one, or do you want a fucking cute one? Okay, fucking relax. Okay. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. To me, Taylor Swift's career is like working on Epstein's Island. She started when she was 13. You guys are pussies, but that's funny. All right, I think I have one more. All right, well, time for one more. Everybody's mad at Taylor Swift. Go, go, go. I'm running out of time. To me, Taylor Swift's music is like a penis. I can't say I love it until my dad dies. Okay. That's funny. All right. Well, that's it for me, everybody. Thank you so much. Fun to do, fun to be. Hell yeah. Having a good time. You guys are a good audience. This next comic came all the way from Lexington. Give him a big shout. It's Sam Henderson, everybody.
Give it up for Blake Hammond one more time, everyone. Come on. You fucking crush. Yeah. I feel like Blake would do a great job starring in the new goth remake of Duck Dynasty. I thought I was gonna fucking murder this room right now. No, someone really hurt my feelings the other day. They told me that I look like I'm in a boy band called White Privilege. It's kind of fucked up. I think it was him. Fucking get him. No, I don't know. It's fucked up. It's a real problem, right? I think I'm gonna have to get my dad's law office involved. Right. At least call the cops or something. I don't know. All right, cool. I do miss being a kid, though, just because you don't have to have it all figured out, right? You can be dumb and it's okay. You're not supposed to know everything. Like when I was young, I thought the word pedophile was somebody who loved feet. It shouldn't have been a problem, but my dad was a podiatrist. I told my whole 5th grade class, when I grow up, I want to be a pedophile like my dad. Hopefully the apple falls further from the tree on that one. I don't know. Do you guys use DoorDash? Fans of DoorDash out there? You guys all make more responsible decisions than me, I guess? I don't know. I do like DoorDash. I think it's easy. My favorite DoorDashers, though, is the tag team couple who hate each other. Right? Like one of them has cell service, one of them has a license. Put them together, what do you get? The cop, oh fuck. The neighbors calling the cops. I really made that punchline hit hard there, huh? That was a good one. All right, good stuff. I don't know about you guys, it really bothers me though when Google always asks to know my current location. Right, like it's invading my privacy. I think you have enough information about me. You know all the porn I'm watching. You don't need to also know it's in a Target bathroom. Right. That one's too honest for you guys, sorry. That's cool. I do have a little bit of advice for the gentlemen out there. If you're like me and sometimes you finish a little bit too early, apparently if you wear socks while you're having sex, it'll help you last longer. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm not 100% sure it works though, because the last time I tried, the girl wouldn't even let us have socks when I came in wearing 4 pairs of socks. Right? Like, babe, I hope you're ready for a marathon. You guys judging puppet play up here right now? Sorry, I'm into it, guys. All right, fuck. Cool. Well, the other day I was also hooking up with this girl, and she asked if we could use a vibrator while we were having sex. I have to be honest with you guys, at first I took it pretty hard. Eventually loosen up a little bit though, brother, don't worry. I'll leave you guys with this one here. I saw a really interesting stat online the other day. I don't know if you know this, but apparently conservative men consume the most trans porn. Yeah. I thought it was an odd way to find out I'm a conservative. Well, thank you guys very much. You've been awesome. My name's Sam Henderson. Keep that energy going for this next comic coming up. One of the best up-and-comers here in Cincinnati. Let's get loud for Ian Squints, everyone!
Hey, give it up for Sam. Yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah. I need to figure out what I'm supposed to look like. Because I don't think this is it, you know what I mean? Like, I can't wake up every day and this be a decision, you know? Like, I look like I sell weed out of a hot air balloon. That's... Which sucks because I gotta upcharge all my customers because of the cost of the balloon, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, man, I want to charge you $30 for an eighth still, but this balloon is eating my expenses, you know? My fiscal year is fucked. And also, when you're a weed dealer, you gotta be sneaky. You know what I mean? You gotta be inconspicuous. Kind of hard to be sneaky when you land a hot air balloon in a Denny's parking lot. Like, I'm surprised I even made it there, dude. I do not know how to fly this thing at all. And then the guy still wants to just like buy it from me like all regular. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Get in the basket, we'll fly around the block a couple times. Act like it's your first time doing this. I quit smoking cigarettes this year. That's cool. So I'll never use my stove again. What, you thought I was cooking meals on there? No, dude, I'm lighting ciggies, boy. I also quit drinking. Like a year ago, I quit drinking. I'm on NA beers now. And they suck. Dude, NA beers suck so bad. They got like 0.005% alcohol in them. So it takes a really long time to get fucked up. Like, it's so expensive for no reason, dude. Like, I'm not even into drinking to get fucked up at this point. I'm in it for the piss, you know what I mean, dude? That hard, sweet piss. Like, everybody's in the bar having a good time. I'm trying to spell automatopoeia in the snow. Like... Yeah, dude. I mean, they have to drink like once they get like once they drink 6 beers, like they're too fucked up to enjoy that good sweet piss, man. Like I'm trying to get a hard stream. I'm trying to saw the toilet lid off with my cock water. That's what. I think I'm the only person in the history of the world that'll go to AA for NA. You know what I mean? This one's kind of old. I used to smoke out of Bible papers. And I told me too, hell yeah, dude. What proverb? Yeah, I got an ounce of weed and smoked Leviticus this weekend. But I was telling my friend about it, and he was like, dude, that's so sacrilegious. And I'm like, I don't think so. What, you can eat his flesh and drink his blood, but you can't smoke his word? Like... I think of animal under them now, you know what I mean, dude? God, I suck at pulling out. Somebody left an annoying note on the microwave at my work. They put, if you make a mess in the microwave, that's how they sounded when they wrote this. If you make a mess in the microwave, please clean up after yourself. It took 2 full shifts to clean last time. A shift is 8 hours. It took you 16 hours to clean the microwave? You suck at cleaning, that's the problem. What could you even do to a microwave to make it take that long to clean? Are you just putting in full unplucked chickens, hitting 999, and then walking away like cool guys that don't look at explosions? Like, what the fuck? So I decided to leave an annoying note of myself. I left a note by the ashtray, and I said, "Please clean up your cigarette butts. It took 2 full shifts to smoke all of them." I used to have some weird jobs. Like one of my very first jobs was following around Mitch McConnell with the Zamboni. A little fun. Yeah, I don't have time for anything else, but thank you guys so much. You're gonna love this next comedian. Please give a big round of applause for the very funny Luke Young.
Chameleon, feels good to be here. How you guys doing? All right, that's right. Oh man, I heard Coney Island's closing down. Good. Got bad memories from that motherfucker. Too many. I'm pale, as you can tell. I went to a summer camp growing up, daycare, and we went there 3 days a week. So you know I was getting cooked. And around this time, I was discovering women, but I was forgetting sunscreen. You know? So every day we went there, every day I got redder. And every day my chances got smaller and smaller. It sucked. The straw that broke the camel's back was an evening of me being smothered in aloe vera, surrounded by box fans like some sort of weird bukkake fetish video. They made my parents made the summer camp. They said, make him wear sunscreen and put him in a white t-shirt when he swims. It's a hard look to pick up chicks when you look like Casper the Day-Walking Ghost out there, man. It's rough. Got a lot of trauma from that. I got a lot of trauma from my daddy too. I got daddy issues. He's an idiot. Not the smartest. You know, for someone who doesn't know anything about Reddit, he knows a lot about the deep state. Like, too much. It doesn't make sense, you know. He's worried about people coming into the country and taking jobs from him and his friends. He's a blue-collar worker. I understand that. It makes sense. Except for my dad, he travels out of state into other countries for a job, and then he sends the money back to his family to support us. He has become what he hates. He's an idiot. You know, for a bunch of union workers, they own way too many Confederate flags. It doesn't make sense to me. A lot of the people he works with, they're veterans, you know, and they all have a way of talking, and it kind of rubs off on him. So I can't really talk to him about much or ask him about anything without it sounding like a war documentary. It's like, hey, Dad, how was work? And he goes, oh, man, Mrs. Dunkirk's, it was bad. We were low on beer, low on cigarettes. A lot of good men got trapped underneath that septic tank. A lot of good men lost their union rights that day. So, chill out, dude. Like, you got an AA coin, not a Purple Heart. All right, man? Relax. And you guys got great energy. You've had it going for the whole show. Keep the energy going for your next comic. The wonderful, come on, guys, come on, the incredible Jason Elrod.
Good to be here. It's heroin and fentanyl epidemic is out of control, man. Did anybody see a syringe in the bathroom earlier? Anybody see it? I'm asking because I lost my syringe and I need one for later. California sober. So I'm actually trying to stop drinking and celebrating 40 days of no fun. That's right, no fun. But no, it's actually been all right. In the place of alcohol, I'm microdosing, and I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's when you take a drug that normally gets you high and you take a small amount for your mental health. And it's working out. It's pretty good. I got super high energy. My mood is up. Anxiety is down. Libido is up. Can't stop cleaning my house. And they only tell you the bad shit about meth. California sober. So since I'm not drinking, occasionally I try to fit in, and I'll do the non-alcoholic beers like Ian. And I'm not really feeling it. It's like drinking piss, and I mean, I'll drink piss if it gets me drunk or if she's really hot. That's it. And also when I'm like with you guys hanging out and I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beer, like it really, deep down, it feels like I'm fucking a blow-up doll at an orgy. But it's for my health, so I'm gonna bang away at it. Another thing for my health I did recently was I tried to be vegan, but I got shamed out of it by the kid behind the counter at Burger King, because I tried to order an Impossible Whopper, and he just called me a pussy and told me to get out. So I took my final vegan meal out to my car, and it was kind of like gnawing on silicone. And that's when I realized that Burger King's slogan for the Impossible Whopper should be, "Save a cow, eat this fleshlight." So I thought I would celebrate Valentine's Day and Black History Month at the same time by hooking up with a black chick last night. And I know all the white dudes in here are asking yourselves the same things. How was it? Did she steal anything? Yes. She stole my heart. But no, it was actually amazing. We did some role playing. I swapped races and she swapped genders, and she pretended to be the racist cop, and she found a counterfeit $20 bill on me, and then she sat on my face for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. We're going out again next week. Well, I've been reading a lot lately, especially to, do something instead of the drinking. And I like history, so I've been diving into World War II and shit. And I found out that the Diary of Anne Frank was edited by her father before he published it. And I had to look it up. It's true. I read the deleted passages, and they alluded to Anne Frank being gay or bisexual. And I've never had the most conflicting boner. Not my proudest fab. No, in all seriousness, I did not jerk off to the Snyder cut of Anne Frank. But can you imagine the post-nut clarity in that situation? It's like, I'm a monster. Yeah. Like, you basically are Hitler at that point. All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here. It's been great. Give it up for your next comic. He came all the way from Lexington, the very funny Michael Fields.
Give it up for Jason one more time, guys. Jason. I wonder how long it's going to take him to realize this was not a 12-step meeting. Holy shit. That's fun. About 2 weeks ago, I went up to my wife. I was like, hey, babe, I made plans for Valentine's Day. She's like, cool, that means I don't have to. And I was like, shit, I worded that wrong. I'm going to be at an open mic, so please be home when I get home. If I'd known I'd just come up here and talk about chicks pissing in my mouth, I probably would have stayed home, you know? Thanks, Jason. My wife's already mad at me. I didn't get her a birthday present this year. But I lost 105 pounds. Like, it's not breaking out in a cold sweat every time I get on top, not a present? Come on. It's embarrassing for both of us, for Christ's sakes. It's a gift that keeps giving, isn't it, brother? Like that haircut, right? Jason got me all fucking fired up. I'm sorry. I'm about ready to relapse. God damn. I got meth and hookers and shit on the brain. Not going well. My brother-in-law is English, and I found out I don't like the English. We went on vacation together, and I guess it's way harder to make a PB&J on their side of the equator, because like we were on vacation and this motherfucker's in the kitchen with 3 bowls, a whisk. I heard a vacuum kick on. I'm like, Jesus Christ! It's so weird. They're so loud. It's such a loud. It's not racist to make fun of the British, is it? They loud. They have the loudest but most polite sex you have ever heard, and you're like, I can hear my brother-in-law to this day in the bedroom, like, oh God, yes. Oh God. Put a finger in my boot. Another 2 fingers in the boot. The whole hand. Put the whole hand in my boot. His wife is worse. She sounds like a shitty Disney character, like an old British tea kettle, like, oh, oh. And it's like, that's crazy because she's not even British. She's from West Virginia. It's like, I've given women a few orgasms, never a new fucking accent, you know? Oh, man. I like eating good food, but I got really stupid friends, which makes it very tough. Like, for Super Bowl, I made homemade head cheese. And I told my friend that. I was like, hey, man, I ate some homemade head cheese. He goes, oh, really? I would have thought you were circumcised. Told a friend, I went to a store once, and I said, man, I went to the store, and they had a whole bunch of couscous there. He goes, yeah, one time I got in a fight with one at a checkout at Walmart. I was like, couscous is not a racial slur, pal. It's a thing you eat. God damn. But in their defense, they should be a little defensive around me with food. Like one time I tricked them into putting Rocky Mountain oysters in their mouth. And they aren't, they're my balls, if I'm being honest. Fucking open mics, god damn it. Oh. You a pretty good secret keeper? You tell anybody I like to have sex with old women? You keep that between us? Don't judge me. I love making love to old women. God damn, you ever made love under a homemade quilt? What a sensual dance that is, good Lord. If you make love to her just right, her life alert necklace will go off. I don't give a shit who you are. If that paramedic's listening, that's a threesome, okay? Put it in the book. Who doesn't love hard candy and $5 checks? Shit. Don't waste your time getting a sugar mama. Go get you a sugar meemaw. Millions. Thank you, Cincinnati. I love you guys. Your next comic guy is new to me. He's from Cincinnati. Please put it together for Ted Forrest, everybody.
Good shit. Give it up for Mike. I'm trying to have that type of Mike confidence up here, boy. I want to have the confidence when I walk into a room, I can just say I want sex and something happens. There's an old NBA player called Dikembe Mutombo, and I've been told through different stories that he used to just walk in the club and say, "Who wants to sex Mutombo?" And people would volunteer. They'd walk up. I mean, this was a 18-year NBA player, 7'2", 270 pounds from the Congo. You know he was packing some heat. Next time you go to Costco, look at the rotisserie chickens and you're gonna get an idea of exactly what was going on. But I want that type of confidence. But I know this body, I'm trying to work out, and people are like, really? But I am. I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to get healthier. But I know right now where I stand, I could probably go into BK. Maybe. Who wants to sex the forest? Wait. At BK, have it your way. Maybe the manager takes me to the bathroom, gives me a hand job, Whopper Jr. That's about what I could get right now, so appreciate that. Here's the awkward transition. I'm 45. I have 3 roommates that I live with. They're called a family. Got a wife, 2 kids. I am married to a white female, yes. I can already feel it's like, But the interesting thing about my kids, they're 14 and 12, and one is my hue, and the other is white. And you should see when we go out in places and they're like trying to put everything together, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? Every time that I go out with the white one and they're like, is he kidnapping her? What's going on here? But it's at this point, it's a very interesting social experiment, so I'm just gonna let it ride and see what kind of happens. I could tell you the 12-year-old is a goddamn gangster. I mean, the other day we had to have a talk with her because she texted somebody that wasn't even at her school, and it's like, I'm your worst nightmare. She was gonna do some shit. I was like, oh shit, like, oh, you got that black in you. But obviously, as a dad, you can't accept that type of behavior, so you have to talk with her and, hey, we can't do that type of stuff, man. That's not appropriate. And even thought about taking her to going to Scared Straight, right? You know, that program where they take you and they're like, yeah, you're gonna be a fucking cigarette in jail, bitch. But as I thought about it, I got fucking scared. Because I was like, she will end up joining the Aryan Sisterhood and running shit. She's white, blue eyes, everything. I'd have to bust her shit. You're like, you're half black. They're like, oh shit, she's impure, fuck. But you know, we got to do what we got to do. So here's another awkward situation. Just bear with me here. So my mother-in-law passed away about 6 months ago. And my father-in-law has been adjusting to this life. He lived with her for 50 years, married. She did everything for him. And he didn't pay bills, he didn't cook anything. And so he's having to learn how to do all this stuff now. The other day he was paying a bill, and you know, he's paying bills online, and something pops up, and you click on it, and they drained about $2,000 out of his bank account. Scammers. And I'll tell you, when I married my wife, I never thought that several years down the road I'd have to be my father-in-law's internet porn coach. No idea that I was gonna have to guide him through this shit. And I mean, he's used to lingerie catalogs. He's used to SI swimsuit editions. I'm having to guide him through how to look at porn and teaching him what sites to go to and coaching him up as he's doing it. All right, buddy. So if the webcam lady comes up, don't click on that. That's clickbait. You don't want to do that. And even though they say that these people are step siblings or step parents, they're actually actors. They're not related in any way. So you don't want to do that stuff. It's very difficult, right? How do I know how perverse he's going to get over time? The only thing I know, the internet will always keep up with whatever he's into. But, you know, I have to be realistic about that. I do know that I have my own biases related to porn. When I watch porn as your internet coach, I just finish on this. I prefer cocks of my own hue. So If I'm gonna look up something, it's Big Black Cox. I don't know if he's gonna be into that, but we'll see. Thanks so much. It's an awkward way to end that, but I will end that. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Lee Kimbrough. Give it up.
Ted Forrest, give it up for him. If you really loved your father-in-law, you'd jerk him off, Ted. We all know that. Finish him off, he's old, his arms hurt. That was so funny. Ted had a great set, man. That was also the first time I've ever heard the phrase in The Voice, God dang gangster. I was like, what is this? Black King of the Hill, motherfucker. He's a goddamn gangster, my daughter is. By God. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you're here with your lover. If you're not, that's cool. Just fully on a phone call, my boy. Hell yeah, thank you, dude. That's his wife being like, you're fucking where? It's Valentine's Day. All right. Yeah, dude. That's his jilted lover on the phone, but my girlfriend isn't here because she's working, but she's great. I could tell that she's a good girlfriend because she got me a bidet for Christmas. She got, yeah, dude, I'm not talking like one of those cheap ones you get from Rite Aid. Like, I got a bidet that I had to, like, install with a fucking wrench. And when your girlfriend gives you a bidet, you kind of, like, you know when somebody comes up to you and just gives you a breath mint out of nowhere? And you check your breath. She got me a $400 bidet, and I was like, babe, I'm sorry. You know, what was I doing before that I was fucking... She dropped the bag on the bidet, dude. Hell yeah. Man, I was just up in Massachusetts for the first time. Massachusetts, never been to that state. I think there's some good people up there, but... I walked around Massachusetts for 2 days, and I saw way more Black Lives Matter signs than I did actual black people. So their hearts are in the right place, but their bodies are in the wrong place if they want to meet a black person. Like, Black Lives Matter signs they don't even know any black... The people in Massachusetts are like, dude, when I meet a black guy... I am gonna be so polite to him. It's like, okay, dude, you're kind of fucking, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You're 38 years old, you see a black guy for the first time, you'd be like, oh my God. So I was just hanging out with the boys, talking about some boy stuff, you know, asking hypothetical questions. Who's your oddest cousin, you know? You want to kiss? The classic one is, what would your superpower be? What would your superpower be? What would yours be, sir? You thought about it, anybody? Teleporting is great. That would be a good one. Flying, hell yeah. Teleporting, flying, kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I was trying to get cute with my answer, and I said, I would like to know everybody in the world's name. Wouldn't it be great to be super name guy? I love knowing people's names, man. You ever see somebody and you recognize their face, but you can't remember their name and you feel bad, and then right when you're going for the handshake, you're like, Michael, fuck yeah, oh yeah. You love it, Michael loves it. I like remembering people's names because it makes them feel important and remembered and seen. So that's a pro of being super name guy. A con would probably be having all those names. Your brain would be super big, so your head would be all veiny and big, and you'd look weird, you know. So that's a bad one. And then you like claim you're a superhero, and then like the classic scene happens where a lady is on the street getting attacked, and someone's like, "Help! Is there a superhero around?" And then I run up and I'm like, "Yeah, David, cut it out, man." You're hurting Rachel. Cops, that's David. You know? You're walking around feeling all good about yourself, being super name guy, and then you see my boy just fly across the sky, and you're like, fucking see you later, Lawrence. Fuck. I made the wrong call, dude. One more. Speaking of names, I saw the greatest name I've ever seen recently. I was driving around in eastern Kentucky and I saw a sign, guy running for public office, guy running for county jailer. And this guy's name was Larry Pancake. A real guy, a real adult man with kids, Larry Pancake. And I know that his name is Larry Pancake because there's no way he was out on the road campaigning for votes saying, "Hi, I'm Larry Pancake. Can I count on your vote?" It's like, no, motherfucker, you're the chancellor of pancakes. You're the breakfast champion. Nothing in your life is serious. Your name is Larry Pancake. At your own wedding, you're like, "I, Larry Pancake. Take you, Mrs. Buttersworth." It's like, fuck no, dude. "Hi, I'm Larry Pancake and I'm an alcoholic." Your whole life is a joke. God love his heart and God all love all of your hearts. I've been Lee Kimbrell. That's my set. Thank you. Good night. Hey, you guys have been a really good audience, man. Keep it locked in. There's not many comics left and they're all funny. This next comedian coming to the stage, she's been popping around Cincinnati for a little over a year now. We love having her here in the scene. Make some noise for Cat West.
Hi guys, you really have been a great audience. I appreciate all of you for being here. I've been trying to figure out my vibe recently, and I feel like it's very like Midwest emo horse girl. You know, like probably need some ketamine. That's because I'm sad, if you didn't get that. I was at a mic recently, and I had like one of the older like mainstays of comedy comics say, a guy was trying to flirt with me, and he goes, "Hey buddy, stop trying to flirt with Kat. She's too sad." I was like, oh my gosh, you see me. I am too sad for that. Thank you. And I was like, I wish I could just put him in my pocket and just bring him around in life. And like anytime somebody asks me to do something I don't want to do, I'll be like, "Hey buddy, back off. She's too sad. She's too sad to do that, okay?" Yeah, it was a really gray January, right? Like during the winter, like we kind of talk about depression a little bit more because it was like 19 days straight where we didn't see the sun. So it was something you talked about with everybody, right? And it really it starts to weigh on you when you don't see the sun. But have you ever like woken up and realized that like the sun wasn't really the problem? You know, because it came back out and you're like, fuck. Oh, this didn't fix me. Oh no, it might just be me. Anytime tonight, sir, right here, that I got a little sad, I would just look up and see your shirt, the back of which says, "Shrek, yes." I was like, okay, this is gonna be my new mantra. I get sad in life, Shrek, yes. That's right. It actually is Shrek, yes, Juliet, which is not a band I just wouldn't call it for. Yeah, I love it. I love all of it. It really, anytime I was like, oh no, to a joke, I would just look over and be like, Shrek, yes. Yeah. I am a single straight woman, and it's kind of weird going out into society because I'm not trying to date. Like, I just got out of a pretty serious relationship. And so I like to put on what I call the questionably lesbian defense, which is just what it sounds like. I dress where I'm a little questionably lesbian. And I started to do this not on purpose. I was just wearing kind of like oversized clothes. And my new landlord was like a 50s guy, a 50s white man who's like works in IT. He's very like prim and proper. And he was talking to me and I mentioned having an ex. And he said, "So she?" And I said, "Oh, nope, it was a guy. Huh, interesting. I think I can use this." And so I kept dressing that way. And a few weeks later at a bar, I had a guy look over at the table and he goes, "Girls?" I was like, "Yeah, girls. You got it, buddy." That means we don't have to continue this conversation. I'm not gonna refute that. But I am straight, and like, I don't say this out of homophobia at all because like, I did my due diligence. I just gotta say, I'm so sorry. Vagina's just not for me. I tried. I have sensory issues. And it is a cavern of mysteries I don't want to enter anymore. Yeah, and I feel like I can't call myself a bi woman if I'm not willing to eat pussy. Valid, eh? You know? Like when men say that they don't like to eat pussy, I'm like, well, I don't know if you like pussy then. At that point, it's just a warm hole, friend. You can get that with a watermelon in a microwave, all right? I feel like Taylor Swift is just Christian music for white women who love astrology. Have you seen how they quote her? It's like they're talking about Proverbs. And their God, Taylor Swift. And the demons are just all of her ex-boyfriends. John Mayer, no! We defy him. Let's see here. I already told a dirty joke, but I'm gonna tell another one if that's okay with you guys. My take on pubic hair. It's a lot like a lot of people's view of the Vietnam War, which is if you can't hack it through the jungle, I don't know if you should be there. My vagina's a lot like Vietnam as well. A lot of children went there to die. For a mission failed from the start, because I've got an IUD. That's my Agent Orange, my copper IUD. Thank you, guys. My name's Kat West. We're gonna keep this show going. Bring your next comic up to the stage, the very funny Aaron Montez. Woo!
Go Bananas! Yeah! Happy Black History Month. As someone told me when they held the door for me in the bathroom, it was a little bit awkward. I'm black and Cuban, so I didn't want to go all the way through because I felt like it'd be stolen valor. I'm only 75% black, so I was like, do I walk in and walk right back out? But thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Oh, yes. My name is Aaron Montez. I am from Lexington. And like I said, I'm black and Cuban, but from Lexington, that means I'm black and Mexican. Yeah, since if you don't know, in Kentucky, we don't do subcategories. Yeah, there is no subcategories. You're just Mexican. I got, my best friend, he's from Colombia. He's Mexican. I know a guy from Guatemala, he's Mexican. I know another guy from Hawaii, he's also Mexican. So, yeah, that's how we all became friends in Kentucky. But shit, I love Cincinnati though. As soon as I hit that corner and see that skyline right there, it's a beautiful skyline. Before comedy, I had a more realistic dream. I wanted to be Spider-Man. Y'all got that skyline here in Lexington, and we don't have that skyline. We got 2.5 buildings downtown. So me being Spider-Man in Lexington, that would have been lame as hell. I'd be like, oh, there goes the Green Goblin. Well, he's out of my jurisdiction. Guess I'll call 911. But I love going to different cities and all that. I like traveling out of Lexington. One of my number one questions I get when I'm outside of Lexington, people are like, oh my God, you're from Kentucky? You're from Kentucky? Is it racist in Kentucky? That's a weird question, right? Why would you ask somebody that? And come on, we're neighbors here. Yeah, we're neighbors. It's not racist in Kentucky and Lexington. If you play for UK, well, I'm just saying you get a little bit of a pass if you can dribble in Lexington. That's what I mean. I like wearing UK stuff under all my clothes, just in case some racist stuff pops off. You never know when it'll get racist. Literally last week I got pulled over. Cop pulled me over. He was like, "You know I just pulled you over." I was like, "Did you know that you're making me late for practice right now? I gotta go." He's like, keep it moving, sir. Keep it moving. Tell Coach Cal I said hi. Yeah, I love Kentucky. Give it up for my man Mike. Mike was talking about British sex earlier. I had flashbacks because I dated an older British woman, and I was just like, I like that British accent. First time we had sex, I had this whole thing in my mind, oh, this is gonna be so sexy. I thought I'd be hitting, and I'd be like, bow, and she'd be like, boom, 10 points to Gryffindor. But no, she sounded like an old man when I was hitting it. It'd be like, bow. She was like, and I was just like, oh, you're making my penis soft right now. And that's how bad it was. It made me use the word penis. I've literally never said that word in my life. What am I, a doctor? But happy Valentine's Day, though. Anybody couples? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I'm like borderline single right now. Yeah, I've been messing up in my relationship. Oh yeah, you know, put myself out there a little bit. Now I'm messing up. Yeah, my ex or girlfriend, I don't know. Yeah, we've been having a lot of problems. For starters, she's white. Wait, that's not the problem. I started it off so wrong. That's like, this is the first time I was dating a white chick, and I thought that shit was gonna be like Save the Last Dance. Where like, you know, she taught me to end my like thugness, and you know, I showed her how to dance and shit, but no, it wasn't like that. No. She's all like, she's super liberal, so she's like, what are you doing for the black community? I'm like, nothing, I'm being black a little bit. So yeah, needless to say, tonight I'll probably end up going home and getting on Pornhub. Whoa, don't judge me. No, not for the sex, man. I'm getting on there because, you know, when I'm stressed out, I like to read the Pornhub comments. That shit gets wild. Like, if you've never been on Pornhub and read the comments, there's a comment section. People have their Rotten Tomato score on Pornhub. My favorite comment I saw on there, somebody was like, oh my God, that was so hot. I cummed so hard. And right under that, somebody said, you mean came. Thank you, Go Bananas. All right, keep your hands together. Keep it rolling. Put your hands together for Lena Beamish.
Okay, all right, we're doing it. All right, yeah, my name's Lena Beamish. Usually I'm dressed more colorfully than this, I guess. What happened was some guy I have a crush on told me he's into goths. So I conquered the Roman Empire. All right, Cincinnati's. Sometimes I tell that joke back home in Indiana, and I'm glad that your guys' education system is better. Anyway, I told, like, so sometimes that joke doesn't work, and I told the guy about the joke, and he was like, well, actually they were called Visigoths back then, so that might be why it's not working. And that just made me so much wetter for him. Okay, so I don't know, are you guys familiar with Reddit? The website Reddit? Okay, it's like an online message board. So I posted on there recently, I posted a picture of me in a costume, and the post did really well. It went like semi-viral. It got like 13,000 upvotes in a day, which is cool. And thank you. A lot of the comments on it were super supportive. Like, people love the costume. And you know, like, as a bigger girl, I was like nervous to post a picture of myself on the internet. Everyone was really supportive except for like 5 or so, I'm guessing, guys who look like most of the lineup tonight. Just pick anybody. It looked like them probably. And they were leaving negative comments about my body. One of them, which was really confusing to me, was like, "What's wrong with your legs?" I don't know what they were talking about. They're tired from holding my fat ass up all day, but other than that, I don't know what they were looking for me to say. And then one guy, he left the comment. By the way, the costume, I don't know if you guys will know this character. It was Gail from Bob's Burgers, which is not a character you need to want to fuck at any point. I don't know what I look like has to do with the character Gail. And so one guy left the comment, "You need to lose 100 pounds to play that character." And you know, I didn't want to like just downvote his comment because that felt really petty to just downvote it. And like I don't want to be petty anymore, right? I'm looking to move past being petty, and instead graduate to next level villainy. So what I did was I went to his profile And I looked at every comment he'd ever left on any post ever. And I downvoted all that shit too, because fuck that guy. I want him to feel cursed. I want him to be like, why does every comment I leave ever get downvoted? And like, most of the time I don't care. Like if someone has a problem with my weight, whatever, who cares? That's their problem. But like him leaving the comment is like, why are you making it my problem that you have a small dick and you're mad about it? Because that's what that comment really means to me. Right? Like if you have a small dick, that's totally fine. But if you're mad about it and making it my problem, what are you doing? Get off Reddit. Go find a hobby. Like I don't get needing to make it like my problem. Like I don't know what they're scared that like if they fuck me, their dick's gonna end up like that horse in Never-Ending Story. I don't know what they think the consequence is. You know, I would have been less offended if they just left the comment, I have a small dick and I'm mad about it. I would have been like, sorry about your dick, bro. Thanks for the engagement on my post. I don't. All right. And so it's weird being plus size because like I grew up in the 90s, which was not kind to plus size women. And so things are a lot more positive now. Like having a big ass is popular, which you would think is great news for someone like me. But really it just means it's like way harder to find leggings for some reason. Like every ad for leggings is like, don't you want these leggings? They'll make your ass look 3 times bigger. No, man, I'm good. I need the opposite of that. I need leggings that work like the bag that you put sweaters in for storage. Like I need a vacuum attachment where I can just, that's the leggings I need. If the leggings make my ass any bigger, it's gonna cause a rift in the space-time continuum, okay? I don't even know what that means. I just sense a great responsibility. Okay. I've been Lena Beamish, thank you guys. Are you guys ready for your closer? All right, give it up for your closer. He's here from Indianapolis, Tyson Cox.
One more time for Lena, everybody. One more time for Lena and all the comments we saw tonight. You guys are a pretty good audience. I like it. Some of you guys are very excited to be here. Some of you guys are here on a date on Valentine's Day and are pissed off about it. So that's good. I'm glad. You're fine, ma'am. And that's just. I'm glad to be here. I was eating a sandwich the other day, and I got some ranch dressing on my shirt, and I was kind of bummed. I just did laundry, and I went to wipe that ranch dressing away, and then it didn't go anywhere, and that's when I realized it was a hole, and I'm just ranch colored. Like that's not what you want. Ladies don't want like. You know, ladies want tall, dark, and handsome, right? You know, they want tall, dark, handsome. They don't want pale, tangy, and found in a hidden valley. Like that's right. Goth ladies, hot, pale. They're pale. They're sexy. They're witchy. Goth ladies, pale ladies, kind of hot. Pale dudes, not great. No one's ever seen Casper and was like, "Ooh, I hope he died from slinging too much dick." You know, no one's ever had that. I'm pale. I'm from Indiana, which is fine. I'm learning German. I'm going to Oktoberfest later this year. I'm learning German. And, yeah, thank you. Here's the thing I love about German, is if the language is one of two things. It's either the darkest, most guttural forest language you've ever heard. Like, if you're just walking alone at night and just hear, like, Ich bin ein Durach, and you're like, I'm just going to skin myself. I'll save you some trouble. Or it sounds like an asshole doing an impression of a German tourist. And those are the two things. Like, hallo, Bier, Wein und Kaffee, danke, super, super. Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah. I am from Indiana, and weed's legal here, right, in Ohio? Weed, you guys got the legal weed here? Yeah, good for you guys. I'm really glad for you guys, excited for you guys. I don't want weed to be legalized in Indiana, only because I don't want to deal with like Indiana strand weed names, right? You know, come on, get some Hoosier hash, you know? Have a little bit of the John Cougar Melon Kush, you know? fucking get so high, even shitty music's enjoyable, you know? Well, I don't want it because like those are fine. You know, you go into the shop, you see a bud tender loin, and you, it's good. Eventually, it'll be just like a next to a gun shop, and some dude in overalls is just like, yeah, come on, get in here. We got the conversion camp Kush. It doesn't get you high, but if your parents ask, you say it did, just so you don't have to do it again. Yeah, you know, like that. We got other options. We got the same-sex marriages satival. The baby stays indica. All right. Well, have you tried Pence's Peculiar Pot? It gets you so high you don't know if it's your wife or your mother, but you hope it's both. They didn't like it. I just hear a lady go, no, that's... I think I found out why Mike Pence doesn't like weed. That was because I got high one time, and I realized Mike Pence just looks like Eminem got his shit together. That's it. I got married a couple years ago, which is good. I like my wife, which is nice. I think you should do that. I only say that because you guys have no idea how many times I've been doing a show at like a VFW, and some guy is just like, my wife is such a bitch, you know? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm sure you had nothing to do with that. Yeah, thank you, yeah. I'm just like, yeah, you're right, guy drinking at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, all her. Ooh, what a pill she is. I like my wife. She's cool. She's smart. She's bisexual, which I think makes me a quarter gay on my wife's side. She is. She's an engineer, which is interesting because like my friend group is like it's 2 engineers, 2 computer programmers, and a CEO. So I'm pretty sure they're just keeping me around to see if chasing a dream is worth it. I'm around a lot of money, and a lot of give up. Yeah, it is interesting because she makes more money than me, which is not hard, but cool. She makes more money than me, which I'm here for, right? Older dudes get weird. Some older dudes get really weird about it. They're like, your wife makes more money than you? Don't you feel emasculated? I like Pokemon and knitting, dog. Like, you can't kill what's already dead. You know? Oh, and to top it off, she bought a house. We did not buy a house. She bought a house, and I get to live in that house. And all I had to do was, like, eat pussy and listen. Like, that's... That's a pretty good deal. I don't know if you guys knew. I think I just misunderstood when people were like, eat the rich, you know? Because I was just like, that's a good plan. I like that. To celebrate moving in, I got us a big plaque that just says live, laugh, lick, labia. So that's real quiet over here for Valentine's Day. And you guys don't munch on the right half of the room? You guys don't? When you just kick the door and they go, get ready, you know? That's right. All right, weird thing to be proud of. Okay. Fun update to that joke. We got divorced, and we did. It's fine. It was a kids thing. We got. Here's the thing: is I'm just not a kids guy. I'm not a kid dude. I don't like. Never wanted to be a dad, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with having kids. We got parents in the house. All right. We got no kids in the house? You guys got a weird energy all of a sudden. Yeah. Well, it happened. So, like, I'm not a kids guy, and I've never really wanted to be. And I'll tell you, who's not really selling the dream of having kids is new parents. You ever talk to a new parent? They're like the worst salesman for it because they're just like, it's the best. Oh yeah, how's it going? Well, it's like, I'm sticky, I haven't slept, I have no money, and the big one's trying to fuck the couch. Ooh, can't wait to do that. You know, what a joy. Plus, I don't want to do it because I'm going to be bad at it. I don't like being bad at stuff. And someone was like, oh, that's fine. You'll just figure it out as you go. That's kind of terrible advice. That's a human person with a future. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't be freeballing it, you know? I'm not cooking. I shouldn't be tasting as I go, you know? Like, all I'm saying is no one's ever made national news because they forgot their soup in the car, right? Like, that's... Yeah, I've never made a meal so bad the neighbors are on the news later being like, yeah, he was a quiet soup. He just went to you know, they always blame the chef too, you know. If the chef was just better, the soup wouldn't have done all this, you know. There was signs, neighborhood cats went missing whenever the soup was around, but we always thought that was just soup being soup, so. That's why I don't want kids. I do want some soup now, though. Yeah. But it's fine. Like, the divorce was very amicable, you know. She went her own way, I went my own way. But she was a trooper about it, because she was like, well, you know, maybe she's changed her mind once, you know. Maybe she'll change it again. But I'm not going to do that, because that's going to build resentment. And one thing I know about ladies is you don't get mad, you get away with murder, actually. It's 100% true. I've heard country music. I listen to country music. Dude, country music is like, I'm sad my dog's not a beer, or whatever. Like, it's very... Lady country music is like, Earl has to die. I dug my keys into the side of his souped-up fancy four-wheel ride. By the way, note on that song, there's a lot of probability, like a lot of probable in that song, where it's like, he's probably cheating, he's probably dancing, how about some proof before you do? That's insane, ma'am. That's buck wild. Yeah, I broke his shit. Why? Hunch. Plus, Snapped. I've seen the show Snapped. I never want to be reenacted on it, that's for sure. Because I'm dumb, I'm unobservant, because like everything would be fine. But then she just watches some Snapped in 10 years and just, by the way, every episode should just be named like he was allergic to shellfish, figured it out. You know, just like, couldn't taste rat poison, ? You know, it's like, hey, what's your man allergic to? We'll get him, you know, like that's, because everything would be fine for like 20 years and then one day she would just start mumbling while cooking, you know, and that's not great, because all of a sudden my favorite meal just starts tasting like insufficient evidence. So that's not what you want. Yeah. But I'm not here to like, you know, despair. You know, I got sad. I'm man enough to admit that I got feelings. The divorce was hard. I got sad. I didn't get too sad though. You know, I like to be prepared. I'm a forward-thinking man. So like, do you know that stuff that you put on your fingernails so you don't bite your fingernails? I don't know what it's called, but I dip my gun in it just to be sure. And what I like about that joke is if somebody laughs and their friend doesn't, I'm like, check on them. That is. Also, you guys could have laughed. I'm gonna dip that shit in frosting. All right, let's change it up. I've been out here single now, which is fun. I like that. It's good. I like talking to people. You know? I got the double light. All right. Well, I got the double light, so I'm going to end it on the very sad suicide joke. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Keep it going with Tyson Cox, everybody. All right, that's our show. Make sure you check out our website for upcoming shows, gobananascomedy.com. This weekend we have Nate Craig, and those tickets are moving quick. That's been our show, guys. Thank you for coming. I'm Caleb Nash. Y'all get home safe.